You might be an indigo child, a unique individual with special gifts and abilities that set you apart from others. As an indigo, you have a higher purpose in this world to bring about positive change and help humanity evolve. You've likely felt different your whole life, sensing that you see the world in a way others don't. This feeling isn't just in your head, it's a sign of your special nature. Next, we are exploring 10 signs that suggest you might be an indigo child. If you've ever felt out of place or misunderstood, these signs could be the key to unlocking your true potential and finding your path in life. 1. You have a strong sense of purpose and feel different from others. You've always felt like you were meant for something special, even if you couldn't quite put your finger on what it was. From a young age, you knew you were different from your peers, but not in a way that made you feel superior. Instead, you felt like you saw the world through a different lens, noticing things others seemed to miss. This feeling of being different often led to a sense of loneliness or isolation. You might have struggled to fit in with conventional social groups, or found yourself questioning societal norms that others accepted without a second thought. It's not that you wanted to be difficult or stand out. You simply couldn't ignore the nagging feeling that there was more to life than what you saw around you. As you've grown older, this sense of purpose has likely become clearer. You may feel driven to make positive changes in the world, whether through your career, volunteer work, or personal relationships. You have a strong desire to leave the world a better place than you found it, and this mission feels deeply ingrained in who you are as a person. 2. You are highly sensitive to your environment and the emotions of others. Your sensitivity goes beyond just being emotional. You pick up on subtle cues in your environment that others might miss, changes in energy, unspoken tensions, or the true feelings behind someone's words. This heightened awareness can be both a blessing and a challenge. On one hand, your sensitivity allows you to connect deeply with others and understand their needs on a level that many people can't. You're often the person friends turn to when they need someone to really listen and understand. Your ability to empathize and offer genuine support is truly remarkable. However, this sensitivity can also be overwhelming at times. You might find yourself easily drained by crowded or noisy places, or feel overwhelmed by the emotions of those around you. Learning to manage and protect your energy is crucial for your well-being, as you can easily absorb the stress and negativity of others if you're not careful. 3. You have a strong sense of justice and often speak up against unfairness. Fairness and equality are not just abstract concepts to you, they're principles you feel compelled to uphold in your daily life. When you see injustice, whether it's on a global scale or in your personal interactions, you feel a deep need to address it. This drive for justice often manifests in your willingness to stand up for others, especially those who can't defend themselves. You might find yourself speaking out against bullying, discrimination, or unfair treatment, even when it's not directly affecting you. Your friends and family likely see you as someone who always fights for the underdog. While this trait is admirable, it can also lead to frustration when you can't change every unfair situation you encounter. You may struggle with feelings of helplessness or anger when faced with large-scale injustices that seem beyond your control. Learning to channel this passion for justice into constructive action is an important part of your personal growth. 4. You have a deep connection with nature and animals. There's something about being in nature that feels like coming home to you, whether it's a walk in the woods, time spent by the ocean, or simply sitting in a quiet garden. You feel a sense of peace and connection when surrounded by the natural world. This affinity for nature often extends to animals as well. You may find that you have a special way with animals, able to calm them or connect with them in ways that surprise others. Pets are often drawn to you, sensing your gentle and understanding energy. Your connection to nature goes beyond just enjoying its beauty. You likely feel a deep sense of responsibility towards the environment and may be passionate about conservation efforts. The destruction of natural habitats or mistreatment of animals can affect you on a personal level, driving you to take action to protect the planet and its creatures. 5. You have a strong intuition and often know things without being told. Your intuition is like a finely tuned instrument, picking up on subtle cues and information that others might miss. You often have hunches or gut feelings about situations or people that turn out to be accurate, even when you can't explain why you feel that way. This intuitive ability can manifest in various ways. You might find yourself finishing others' sentences, knowing who's calling before you answer the phone, or having dreams that seem to predict future events. While these experiences can be exciting, they can also be confusing or even scary at times, especially if you don't understand where these insights are coming from. Learning to trust and develop your intuition can be a powerful tool in your life. It can guide you in making decisions, help you navigate complex social situations, and even protect you from potential dangers. However, it's important to balance this intuitive knowledge with logical thinking and not rely solely on your hunches for important life choices. 6. You have a hard time with authority and rigid structures. Rules and hierarchies that don't make sense to you have always been a source of frustration. It's not that you're rebellious for the sake of being difficult. You simply can't accept "because I said so" as a valid reason for doing things. This trait often shows up in school or work environments where you might question policies or procedures that seem inefficient or unfair. You have a knack for seeing better ways of doing things and aren't afraid to suggest improvements, even if it means challenging the status quo. While this quality can make you an innovative thinker and problem solver, it can also lead to conflicts with authority figures who prefer more traditional or structured approaches. Learning to express your ideas constructively and work within systems while still maintaining your integrity is an important skill for you to develop. 7. You have a deep need for authenticity and honesty in your relationships. Superficial connections and small talk hold little appeal for you. You crave deep, meaningful relationships where you can be your true self without fear of judgment. Honesty is non-negotiable in your world, and you have a keen ability to detect when someone is being insincere or hiding their true feelings. This need for authenticity often leads you to form strong, lasting friendships with a select few rather than having a large circle of casual acquaintances. You value quality over quantity in your relationships and are willing to put in the effort to maintain these deep connections. However, your high standards for authenticity can sometimes make it challenging to navigate social situations where a degree of politeness or restraint is expected. Learning to balance your need for honesty with social norms and others' feelings is an ongoing process for you. 8. You often feel misunderstood or out of place in traditional social settings. Social gatherings, especially large ones, can often leave you feeling drained or out of place. It's not that you don't like people. You just find it hard to connect on the level that feels meaningful to you in these settings. You might find yourself struggling to engage in casual conversations about topics that seem trivial to you, preferring instead to discuss deeper subjects like personal growth, spirituality, or ways to improve the world. This can sometimes make you feel like an outsider, especially in situations where small talk is the norm. Despite these challenges, you likely have a small group of close friends who truly understand and appreciate your unique perspective. These relationships are incredibly valuable to you, providing a safe space where you can be fully yourself without feeling judged or misunderstood. 9. You have a strong creative streak and a vivid imagination. Creativity is more than just a hobby for you. It's a vital part of how you express yourself and make sense of the world. Whether through art, music, writing, or other forms of expression, you have a rich inner world that you're driven to share with others. Your imagination is vivid and active, often leading to unique ideas and solutions that others might not think of. You might find yourself daydreaming frequently, envisioning possibilities for a better future, or exploring fantastical scenarios in your mind. This creative energy can be a powerful force in your life, driving you to innovate and bring beauty into the world. However, it can also be challenging to channel this energy effectively, especially in more structured environments. Finding ways to incorporate your creativity into your daily life and work is crucial for your happiness and fulfillment. 10. You have a deep interest in spiritual or metaphysical topics. From a young age, you've likely been drawn to questions about the nature of existence, the meaning of life, and what lies beyond the physical world we can see. These aren't just abstract curiosities for you. They feel like essential questions that you need to explore to understand your place in the universe. This spiritual curiosity might lead you to explore various belief systems, meditation practices, or metaphysical concepts. You're not satisfied with surface-level explanations and tend to dig deeper, seeking personal experiences and insights rather than accepting others' beliefs at face value. While this spiritual quest can be deeply fulfilling, it can also be challenging at times. You might struggle to find others who share your depth of interest in these topics, or feel frustrated by the limitations of traditional religious or scientific explanations. Balancing your spiritual exploration with practical everyday life is an ongoing journey for you. Recognizing these traits in yourself, whether you identify as an indigo child or not, can be a powerful step towards self-understanding and personal growth. These characteristics, while sometimes challenging, are also incredible strengths that can help you make a positive impact on the world. Remember, the most important thing is not the label, but how you use your unique gifts and perspectives to live authentically and contribute to the world in your own special way. If you have made it this far, comment down below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.